Hi, I'm Aziz from Siemens Digital Industry Software. Today, we're taking a closer look at molded part design, a new injection molding design workspace available with the June 2023 release of NX. We know that design for manufacture can be one of the most time-consuming aspects of developing injection molded parts. NX's new molded part design brings together a range of tools, including some powerful new functionality to accelerate this process. Your designers can realize significant efficiencies to reduce design iterations and time to market for your products. One key benefit of molded part design is bringing design validation forwards in the CAD workflow, letting designers quickly validate changes in real time while they model. And by helping designers get things right first time, it allows your organization to reduce the time, energy, and resources used on physical samples and prototypes. So, how does it work? We'll show you how we use molded part design to create the outer shell of this coffee machine. The shell is made of 4 parts that snap together. As you can see, they're fully featured with all the standard elements you need for injection molded manufacturing. You can access the new commands by enabling molded part design in the Applications tab. The Molded Part Design tab will appear above the command ribbon. That's where you can find everything we'll cover today. You can work in an assembly context or use these commands on existing unparameterized piece parts. There's also a customizable molded part design template available for designing new parts with embedded best practices. Firstly, we'll demonstrate commands that let you quickly add these standard features to a design without lengthy manual modelling. We'll make rectangular grooves, snap joints, mounting bosses, linear ribs, and add draft. Then, we'll show you how to validate the manufacturability of each feature as you go, as well as 2 validation reports for the whole part: feature validation and moldability validation. Rectangular grooves like these are a common feature when separate molded parts must fit together. Previously, you may have needed multiple commands like sketch and extrude to add such features to a design. With the new rectangular groove command, it only takes a few clicks. With the command open, simply select the edge on which you'd like to add the groove. The tool will automatically identify any tangent edges and apply the groove to those as well. Next, you can edit the offset values to match the required dimensions. Click OK and NX will apply the groove. It's as easy as that. Snap joints can be even more time consuming to model manually, but they're useful for producing easily manufacturable parts that fit together securely without screws or bolts. Molded Part Design Snap Joints command gives you total control over the geometry of your snap joints through a quick and easy to use interface. Just specify the points where you need snap joints, then adjust the form values to achieve the correct geometry. The Legend tab shows you at a glance which values control which dimensions. It's a handy reference that means there's never too much to remember. You also have the option to add a pocket to the snap joint, again with adjustable dimensions. And the Information tab shows the permissible strain and deflection for the snap joint. You can edit these values for different use cases as required. Click OK and you can see how quickly NX generates the snap joint features. Mounting bosses are another essential feature for assembling molded parts with other elements of a product. Here's one boss from the coffee machine shell. It has a fairly complex geometry that would take a while to model up from sketches. Molded part design lets you fast forward through that and create mounting bosses with a single command. Specify a point for the boss, and then you can fully customize the geometry for the boss's form and hole. There's a legend to refer to here as well. There's also the option to add ribs to the exterior of the boss for extra strength, again with fully adjustable geometry. Click OK to create the mounting boss as a single feature, as you can see in the Part Navigator. Modeling this boss manually could involve half a dozen different features, so the new tool simplifies the data considerably. However your product fits together, most molded parts need ribs for the structural rigidity. Molded Part Design includes an enhanced version of the rib command to help you create these vital features. This new linear rib tool has an efficient new workflow and is fully compatible with Molded Part Design's validation tools. With the standard rib command, you sketch a line for the rib to follow. With linear rib, you simply specify a point where the rib will start, and then specify a vector. You control the height, thickness, and draft angle. There's also the option to add a blend. As with the other new commands, there's a handy legend that shows exactly what each field controls. Click OK when you finish the dimensions to create the linear rib. So, we have draft applied to the ribs on our model, but what about the rest of the part? Any injection molded part needs draft on all vertical faces to reduce the risk of manufacturing faults. We can quickly apply draft to other faces with the draft command. Just select the face or faces on which you want to apply draft, enter the required draft angle, and click OK to finish. These are just some of the commands you can use to create features in Molded Part Design. And you can also create your own features from a custom library using feature templates. As well as speeding up the modelling process, Molded Part Design also empowers designers to validate designs as they work. Integrating these validation tools directly into the CAD workspace helps accelerate design iterations and left-shift risk within the overall product development cycle. And you can customize all validation parameters to match your specific manufacturing processes. Either open Molded Part Design preferences to edit the values manually, or import the data in an XML file. You can set these custom parameters on a session-by-session basis, or deploy them across all users in your organization. One level of validation is built into the new modeling commands themselves. If we return to the mounting boss command, we can click Validate to get instant feedback on a wide range of manufacturability criteria. And we can get this vital information and tweak the design accordingly before we even click OK to add the feature to our model. You can also validate all features already on your molded part with the Feature Validation Report. Running the report shows all validation results in the Molded Part Design Navigator. Relevant parts are also highlighted on the model in the graphics window, where various options help you manage results and focus on a specific area. Click on a result and select Show Result Info to see greater detail. You can customize the suggestions and even include links to external best practice resources. As we can see, most of our new features have passed validation, but NX has found issues with these 3 ribs. Our designer can now go back and reassess these individual features to address the issues. The Moldability Validation Report is another effective tool that checks for common manufacturability issues. Running the report will highlight a variety of potential failure points in your design. It will pick out walls that are too thick or too thin, areas of positive or negative draft, vertical walls, sharp corners, and undercut regions. The table explains each issue in detail, and each one is color-coded for easy identification on the model too. It's a quick and easy way to spot potential problems and verify whether a particular design change succeeds in addressing failure points. Together, these 3 validation tools give you a strong indication of a part's manufacturability during the design phase without needing full simulation and analysis. You can also enhance the accuracy of the validation reports if you assign mass properties to the model. Having all these commands and reports in one place is what makes molded part design so effective. We think it will help you design injection molded parts better and faster, and we can't wait to see what you achieve with the new functionality. Click the link in the description if you missed our June 2023 update for NX, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on new NX features and enhancements.